Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to day 81 of reading 101 essays that will change the way you think. As always, shout out to Brianna West for the text. And today's title is Every Relationship You Have is with Yourself. It's interesting enough that human beings are the only known species that have relationships with themselves. But it's even more to consider the fact that human beings are the only species that have relationships with themselves through other people. That is, our perceptions of other people's mindsets largely dictate how we see ourselves. What binds us in love, in companionship, in friendship, familiarity, the sense that you understand each other at a visceral level. It's just being able to see yourself in someone else. And more importantly, being able to change your inner narrative when you know, see, and feel that someone else loves and accepts and approves of you no matter what. Ergo, you can do the same. It's a survival mechanism, I'm pretty sure. A lot of us, we wait for the approval of other people to love ourselves. We see that, oh, this person loves me, this person accepts me for who I am, so now I'm going to give myself permission to love myself. I'm going to give myself permission to value myself, to let myself be the real me. And we have that relationship with ourselves through another person. But should that really be the case? Should we only value ourselves, show ourselves love if another person does that? If another person shows that to us, we show it to ourselves. The most meaningful relationships tend to be the ones in which we're completely reflected back to ourselves, because this is what relationships serve to do, open us. We only recognize this in the big, overwhelming, usually heart-wrenching ones, but it's true of every relationship, and it's the crux of our issues beyond basic survival. How we are in relation to other people, how we are in relation to ourselves. The relationships we tend to be most happy in are the ones in which we adopt that other person's supposed narrative, what we think they think of us. We feel most loved when we feel understood, when we are thinking that someone else is thinking in alignment with what we need to hear and believe. We feel most loved when we think someone thinks highly of us, their efforts and displays of affection serving to prove this. This is why not just anybody can affirm for us that we're okay. Only people whom we've placed meaning, someone to whom we already feel a physical or psychological connection, someone we are looking at as a partner for ourselves, someone who is like us, someone who understands us. That's why loving yourself first is the most common, the most confusing, and yet the most profoundly solid advice anyone can give. Because it's not really about feeling love for yourself. It's being able to feel stable enough that your mindset doesn't rest in the narrative of a supposed others. This is why things hurt so badly when we identify with them. All hatred is self-hatred. This is why we become so heartbroken. We can't lose people. We can only lose ourselves in an idea of them. We decided how we felt about ourselves through them, for better or for worse. So when we perceive that their mindset changes from loving us to loving someone else, our own stability goes out the window too. I actually never thought of that before. When we lose a person in our life, that's why we spiral. We spiral because now they don't love us anymore, so now we don't love ourselves anymore because our self-love came from another person. That love that we were showing ourselves, we only loved ourselves because another person loved us. We only gave ourselves permission to love ourselves because another person loved us. And now when they no longer love us, when they chose to love somebody else, we don't know how to love ourselves anymore because it came from another person. It wasn't an internal self-love, but an external self-love. And that's why when that person left your life, when they decided to walk out of their life, you decided to walk out of your own life. The most freeing, liberating thing you can do is realize that we are all a collective one, and that each fragment of a bigger light refracts on one another in just a way that reveals what you need to see and understand. But that light is always your own. Every relationship you have is with yourself. Every person in whom you feel you return home to is just coming back to yourself. It's always yourself you find at the end of the journey. The sooner you face you, the less you need other people to fill voids. You cannot squeeze someone into your brokenness and expect that to make you whole. The sooner you face you, the sooner other people's actions don't affect you negatively. Your mindset doesn't depend on them. You don't depend on them. Relationships do not serve to give you eternal, perpetual happiness. They serve to make you more aware. The sooner you realize that said awareness is your own, easier everything else is. This is why you need to have a relationship with yourself, and this is why you need to love yourself first. Because if you only have a relationship with another person and then you allow yourself to have a relationship with yourself, then there's a problem. Because you see all the time, people, they can't be alone. You see those people who every 6 months, there's a new person. There's a new person that they're with. Every time you check their Instagram story, it's a new person. It's a new person they put in their highlights. It's a new person that they're out with. And it's because they only have a relationship with themselves if another person allows it. If another person shows them love, in turn, they show themselves love. And that's the problem. Because every relationship you have is with yourself. So you have to have a relationship with yourself first. You have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else, because then it becomes an external thing. It's an external relationship with yourself through another person. It's you, another person, then back to yourself. That's the only reason why you have a relationship with yourself. But every relationship needs and has to be with yourself. Stop living through other people. Stop feeling through other people. Stop only giving yourself permission to accept you, to accept your flaws, your sins, when another person does. You have to accept everything about yourself because you accept it. You have to have a relationship with yourself because you have a relationship with yourself. Not anybody else but you. So tomorrow's title is 15 Little Ways to Deepen Your Relationship with Anyone. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 82.